Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm just gonna explain about this new application which I put together for data scientists, data analysts and data engineers. So from where I got the idea to build this application, there is a very interesting story behind it. I was supposed to hire, the data scientist and one data analyst for one of my projects in my organization. So I got almost 20 profiles to, have a discussion with the candidates. And all the candidates were having experience between from 4 years up to 14 years, right? So it seems like all of them are very good in understanding what kind of project they have worked upon so far. But when it comes to have end-to-end understanding about, any data related project, seems like, there are some gaps in that. And then I realized that can we just build some application which will give, the holistic view to all kind of aspect which is required to build, any data related project implemented in Go. And that is where, I have built this application. As you can see on my screen, the very first thing is the learning path. And before that, what you can do is you can just enroll yourself into this application. You can say Abhishek Chin and whatever the role you have, data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist, you can just pick that. And you can just choose the level as well. Like, you are a beginner or intermediate or advanced, depending upon what kind of, understanding you have related to these data problems. And you can just enroll yourself and your ID is 2 now. So then you can just go to the learning path. Depending upon your ID, you can just put over here if you want to just keep up progress of your activity on this application. Now you can just select, what is, your primary role or you want to aspire to become. So let's assume that I want to be a data scientist and I'm a beginner level and I want to a data architecture for ML, right? Here we can just select, whatever the area you want to get, the lesson content is, like what you need to learn, right? So if you just click on that, you can just get the response over here. And then this get latest information is whatever the information you are getting here, you can just, review with the latest information. Basically, here in generate lesson, I'm using a Gemini model 2.5 Pro. And if you want to, review this with, the latest information available, then get latest info is actually utilizing a Perplexity AI behind the scene along with the software. Right. So if you just see the lesson content, if you just selected, okay, you want to be a data architecture for ML with the beginner and the data scientist, this is what it is suggesting, right? So you can export this into the PDF as well as the simple docs, right? So if I just show you that, like how it looks like, I'm quickly let me just come down here. Okay, so let me just modify. This is for the PDF. So you want to be a data architecture for ML, machine learning, a beginner's guide for the data scientist. This lesson provides a foundation understanding. So it is just giving you what all things you have to understand, starting from the basic. If you want to tweak something, you can always do that. Key concept, data lake, characteristics. So it is just giving you a very high level conceptual, topic, what all things you need to understand if you really want to do that. And then we have some quiz questions at the end, like 4 questions. You can just get that and the next, how you can explore, right? So what it is doing, it is just giving you the very high level, topic list, like what all things you need to learn, a little bit of quiz, and then at the end, it is telling, what exactly you need to do, especially the cloud data platforms, like, what all things you need to learn in a different clouds, data engineering tools, what all tools you need to do, practice in data modeling, and all those kind of stuff, right? And all these things can be, utilized further in the same application to make this journey very interesting and enjoyable for you, right? So the next thing is the personalized path. What you can do here is, this is where your very interesting feature is, like this application will ask some set of question based on your role. So if you just select a data scientist, it's asking to kick things off. So basically now application is going to ask some set of questions. And whenever you feel that way you are done with that, you can simply ask that, okay, can you just create the personalized learning path for you? It's kind of adaptive learning based on the answer which you are going to provide to the application. So the very first question which we got is, to kick things off, tell me about the data science project you have worked on and you are particularly proud of. What was the problem you were trying to solve, and what was the role in the project, right? So you can simply say that I was working as whatever the role you have with a scientist, and I was supposed to, my role was to consume the data from various sources. Sources, guys, so let's do file. So some topic was suppose the financial was supposed to be from all the sources along with transform and put it in the picture. So it was this can be given the data. Sorry, okay, so you can simply say that you can click on this and then you can enter it. Okay, so it's going to just keep tracking off it, and based on that, it is going to ask the next question. What specific technology do you use to implement the Medellin architecture, implement the ingestion and transformation and storage? So I used Microsoft Fabric, Warehouse, administration, installation, storage, okay, how did you handle the schema evolution and the data quality issue during the transformation process by using this part? So this is how it's keep asking you the question, and whenever you're done, you can simply say that could you please share the personalized plan. So it's keep asking you the questions, but if whenever you are done, you can simply ask for that. But it is going to ask how will you handle the schema evolution. So I can simply say that I don't know the please forward it. Please share the personalized personalized. See, so now your custom learning path, foundation, data quality fundamentals, schema evolution strategy, because since we haven't responded that, and it seems like then those two topics becomes the main point for it. The core skill again, the PySpark related, data lake, how the architecture best practices, error handling and all those stuff, and then you can just download that. Okay, so the next feature is hands-on project, and this is where what you can do is whatever the project currently you're working upon, you can provide the detail over here, and it is going to just verify, review your solution. So here, what you can do is you can just select like whatever the project label you are having, you can choose what kind of the project you have worked upon, whether it's a real-time data analytics or the modern ETL, ELT pipeline, whatever it is. Right now, it supports only two, depending upon your role. If it is beginner, then we have these two. If it is advanced, then we have few more, right? They house implementation data mess, which we can just keep adding some more project to that. So here you can just get the project detail, and then you can just provide the solution, and it is going to review that, and based on that, it is going to provide you the feedback. So that's another very interesting feature which I put together. The project ideas, right? What you can do is sometime what happens is if you haven't worked in this industry and you want to get some new ideas for the project which you can build upon, you can always select your role, your label, and the select topic, whatever the topic you want to pick. So first I just choose the very first one and introduction to data architecture, and this is what I got. Project title, e-commerce sales board, beginner dive into the data architecture. So this is the problem statement, and you can get all these things. This is very interesting. You won't get this kind of detailed information whenever you are working in the project. So this one is really interesting one in my opinion. So project idea you can get. The market intelligence is whenever you are working on any project and you want to find out whether your solution is belongs to the latest trend in the technology or not. So you can always come on this market intelligence and try to get the latest trend. And you can just try to understand what technologies and the tools you are using, whether that is matching with all these the new expectation in the market or not. That is what it actually does. So you can see here a bunch of tools: Microsoft Fabric, Databricks, Snowflake, PySpark, custom query, and all those kind of stuff. I can keep adding, some tools for which, major cloud provider is providing, like AWS, Azure, and the GCP. Now, another very intelligent and interesting feature is AI Code Companion. So what it does is it has a support for a bunch of interesting programming and the tool like PySpark, SQL, and the Python, because these are the three ones which are very heavily used in the data project. So whenever you have any problem with any of your code which you are running, you can always come here and just get the help from this particular code. And I can quickly show you with one example. Okay, so what do we have here? Cool. Examples. Okay, so let's see if we just put this code snippet. Okay, Python, and then we can ask the specific question. I'm getting a type error, so basically this is going to help you on that. And if you want to make it more interesting one, like, processing the data, you can also do that where, yeah, your function is not good. I think we have some PySpark related, code snippet as well, just to showcase, some SQL queries as well. We have that, like, we can do this. Here you can see the explanation for the code which you have put together. You can select here the SQL one, and then you can just put the code. Right. And again, you can ask the question whether this query is slow because correlated subquery. How can I rewrite this query? So basically, you can just, fine tune or make it your queries more performant as well. Okay, so that's a very interesting feature, right? So now if you have been following this video until this point in time, see, it's very awesome features, providing you all the explanation what you need, how you can just, make it more performant, right? So this is what the AI Code Companion is. The another one is the very interesting and the one most important one, Sandbox Simulator. Here what you can do is you can just get some challenges, right? So for example, you can select, right now it supports only Snowflake SQL, then Microsoft Fabric, data engineering the role you can just select, and you can just ask for some kind of challenge, right? So it is going to give you some scenario, and based on this scenario, you can just suggest how you are going to implement that. Right, and you can just put here and then run the command, and then it is going to tell whether, whatever the solution you are giving for this particular challenge, it is actually the right one or not. So it is going to just help you on that part, right? And to do that, what we can do is we can quickly get the help from one of the let's assume quickly go to the Google AI Studio, ask this question to the LLM, just for the quick solution. Can you please share the code for me? Right? So you can quickly ask that. The retail company has provided a sample data set for customer translation in CSV. As a data analyst, your goal is to explore this data to understand the customer purchasing pattern and identify the potential insight for the market campaigns, and then this is what, the situation it has given. Okay, in a file system, we have this transaction CSV, the lake house, retail lake house exists and its default lake house. No tables currently exist in the lake house, right? So now this is what it is saying. This is how you can do it. Right, so we can simply say something like that. Okay, just put this code over here, come back to the application. Okay, and then you can just run the command. Right, okay, the next step is to create this. Okay, so we can again come back here and clean the pre-processed data. Okay, and we can see this. Okay, so now that the next command is see, this is how it is going to just simulate whatever the solution you're giving. So row data is not defined. I mean, so this is how it's very important, very interesting feature. I should have not done that. So it is saying you have to correct your code. So it's what it's saying, data frame row is not defined. If you need to link a CSV in a data frame before performing transformation. So basically I have to merge this code. Let's see what it is doing. Okay, so we have this first code. So basically we have to combine all of them in just one code, and I can just provide one there in the application, right? So this is quite interesting, right? Now, the next thing is AI Code Companion. The next one is mock interview, very important one. You can start your questions depending upon, first you have to select the role, data analyst, data scientist again. Then you can choose, I mean, whatever the topic you want to choose, and then you can start the interview. And then, this AI is going to ask a bunch of questions. Imagine you have access to the two tables, blah, 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 right? So what you can do is, based on your understanding, you can just right now, we can just quickly come here and ask to the LLM just to give you the sense how this is going to work, because LLM is going to provide the exact solution, and then we can put it over here and see whether it is asking, it is doing what it is supposed to do, this particular feature to have a mock interview environment, right? Okay, cool, cool, cool. So it's saying step by step. Okay, so we can simply say this is how we're going to do it. Okay, and we can simply say. So it is going to evaluate your questions, right? Now it's asked again another questions for the foundation is good. You can see feedback the candidate post launch CD is good start and correctly identify activity within the first 30 days of product launch. So whatever the query you have given, based on that, it is suggesting, okay, what you have done, this is good. Now building interview and blah, blah, blah. So what you can do is you can come down here. I mean, I'm not saying you have to copy paste from here. Basically, you have to do this by yourself. But what I'm saying here, this is what the feature is, and because you don't have to take a help here because you are evaluating yourself, so you have to use your knowledge over here. The next one is progress tracking. So this is one is just to understand what all things you have done so far, how many scores you have done. So right now you only have 10 points. The other feature is not that much, but this latest research is something like, I mean, if you have a very specific topic where you want to collect the information regarding that, so you can simply ask over here, like, I mean, what all tools do we learn to build build, platforms, right? For real data, right? Something like that. Whatever topic, whatever comes in your mind, whatever you heard, you can just go for that and you can search for the latest info here. You get all the information related to what question you are asking. Again, we are using some large language model. Here you can see it says that okay, data ingestion is streaming using Apache Kafka, Pulsar, and Debugging, stream processing, Apache Flink, Apache Spark, structure programming, and then real-time database Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, data lake, I mean data lake, which is from Databricks, and then Apache Hudi, and then Iceberg, BI, Power BI, and Tableau, Domo, whatever you want to use it for cloud, when AWS, GCP, Azure, whatever you want, right? So you can just search a lot of things. I mean, it is giving you the all the details, whatever you needed. Right. So these are this platform seems to be the very interesting one. It's covering almost all aspects to make you the more effective in this data related projects. I hope you enjoy this. And if you have any feedback or suggestion, or if you want to add me some new feature to make any existing feature more interesting and intelligent or enjoyable, please put that in the comment section. I would love to incorporate all those feedbacks in my next version. So right now, in my opinion, this is really awesome. And if you start using, if you really want to get the access to the code base, just send that request to me because the entire code base in a GitLab, and I have to invite you on that, right? So I'll keep adding more intelligence, and I will try to keep make it more easy to follow as well. And let's see how successful this application becomes, and how many folks just get the the help from this kind of application. So that's it from my side for this video. If you have any feedback or suggestion, as I mentioned, please feel free to put that in the comment section. You can directly reach out to me on my email as well. And once again, thanks for watching this. Stay healthy and keep learning new things.